November 24th, 1971. A Boeing 727 climbs into a storm-dark sky over the Pacific Northwest. Rain already hitting the windshield, wind pushing against metal, and inside that aircraft, a man is quietly rewriting history. He sits in seat 18C, mid-40s, dark suit, white shirt, black tie, clean shoes, neat hair, controlled posture. Nothing about him stands out, and that is the point. Flight attendants later describe him the same way. Polite, calm, soft-spoken, almost unremarkable. The kind of man you forget instantly, until you try and realize you can't. He orders a bourbon and soda, pays cash, and he leaves a small tip. He smokes slowly, never rushed, never nervous, just observing, like he is studying the aircraft itself, not just the people inside it. Some passengers remember him as friendly, others remember nothing at all. That contrast becomes important later, because it suggests something strange. He blended in too well, almost intentionally. There is no sign of anger, no political message, no panic, only control. That is what unsettles investigators later. He was not chaotic, he was structured. Then comes the note, folded, quiet, almost polite in itself, handed to a flight attendant, at first dismissed, a flirtation, maybe a joke, until he leans forward and speaks softly. "I have a bomb." That sentence changes everything. Not shouted, not dramatic, just stated, like a fact, like weather, like mathematics. Inside his briefcase, red cylinders, wiring, a battery pack, something that looks engineered, something that forces belief. And now the question becomes immediate. Who is this man? Really? Witnesses struggled to describe him consistently because he did not behave like a stereotype hijacker. He was patient, even courteous. He did not pace, he did not sweat, he did not escalate. Flight attendants later said something unsettling. He treated them with respect, almost formally, like colleagues in negotiation, not hostages. He corrected people gently. He repeated instructions calmly. He never raised his voice, even when he was in full control of the aircraft. Some described him as intelligent, not academic, but experienced, aware of systems, procedures, aviation language. He knew what he was doing, or at least, he looked like he did. And that uncertainty becomes the first fracture in the case. Was he a professional or an improviser pretending to be one? While Cooper controls the sky, the FBI is racing on the ground. Seattle becomes a silent emergency zone. No sirens, no public alert, just controlled panic. Agents gather at banks. Stacks of $20 bills are assembled under fluorescent lights, each bill photographed, each serial number recorded manually, pages of numbers, endless lists. The plan is simple. If Cooper spends even one bill, he can be traced, or so they believe. At the same time, FBI negotiators communicate through the airline, trying to slow him down, trying to understand him, trying not to trigger violence. But there is a problem. Cooper never raises demands beyond what he already stated. He does not escalate. He does not improvise wildly. He waits, which is more frightening. Hours pass. The aircraft circles Seattle, burning fuel, burning time. Inside the FBI command center, its maps are drawn, possibilities calculated, but nothing is certain. Then the money is approved. $200,000 in cash, delivered physically. No digital transfer, no tracking devices, just raw currency. And still, Cooper remains calm, as if none of this surprises him, as if it is already going exactly as planned. When the aircraft finally leaves Seattle again, conditions are deliberate: low altitude, reduced speed, landing gear deployed, rear staircase accessible. This is not normal flight anymore. This is controlled geometry, controlled risk, controlled escape. Outside, storm clouds swallow visibility. Fighter jets attempt to track the plane, but lose it in weather, lose it in darkness, lose it in time. Inside, Cooper prepares. He straps the money to his body, checks the parachutes again. Slow movements, precise hands, no hesitation. He orders the crew forward, into the cockpit. No witnesses behind him, no one watching. Then the rear stairs deploy. Cold air rushes in. The sound of wind becomes violent. Metal vibrates. The aircraft shifts slightly. And then, a final moment no one sees clearly. Only inference, only pressure changes, only absence. He is gone. Into storm, into darkness, into nothing visible. Over decades, the FBI examines hundreds of suspects, but a few rise above the rest. Richard McCoy Jr., a former Green Beret, highly trained parachutist. He later commits a nearly identical hijacking, jumping from a Boeing 727 with ransom money. That similarity is too strong to ignore. But there is a problem. Witness descriptions do not match, and timing conflicts appear. McCoy becomes a strong theory, but not a perfect one. Kenneth Christensen, a Northwest Airlines employee, former paratrooper, familiar with aircraft procedures. Quiet life, no obvious suspicion, until later claims from family members that he knew things he should not have known. He understood the airline system. He understood the aircraft type. But there is no direct evidence, only proximity and speculation. Robert Rackstraw, Vietnam veteran, military training, explosives knowledge, skilled under pressure, charismatic and unpredictable. Some independent investigators become convinced he is Cooper, but official authorities never charge him. Evidence remains circumstantial, and so each suspect collapses under the same problem. No definitive proof, no matching physical evidence, only patterns. Years pass. Then 1980 arrives. A boy digging near the Columbia River at Tina Bar finds decaying bundles of cash. The serial numbers match Cooper's ransom exactly. This is the first physical link since the hijacking. And it changes everything again. Theories explode immediately. Did Cooper bury the money and return later? Did he die and the money drift downstream? Did someone else place it there? The condition of the bills suggests long water exposure, but also suggests partial burial. Both interpretations are possible. Neither fully explains it. And suddenly, the case becomes more complicated. Not solved, but expanded. Something strange happens over time. Cooper stops being just a criminal case. He becomes a cultural figure. Part of it is timing. 1970s. America is uncertain. Vietnam, Watergate, distrust in institutions. People are questioning authority itself. Then comes Cooper, a man who outsmarts the system, executes a perfect disappearance, leaves no clear trail. He is not violent in memory and not chaotic in story, just precise, controlled, almost elegant. And that creates fascination, because he represents something impossible: freedom from consequence, escape from structure. He becomes folklore, not hero, not villain, something in between, a shadow myth in American aviation history. Decades later, nothing is confirmed, no body, no identity, no verified survival. Only theories remain. He died in the storm. He survived and disappeared. He lived under another identity, or he never existed as described at all. And every theory carries the same weakness: missing proof. So the question shifts, not just who he was, but what he became. A criminal, yes. A hijacker, yes. But also something larger in cultural memory. A man who stepped off the map. A man who boarded a plane, ordered a drink, spoke calmly, and vanished into weather. No resolution, no final answer, only silence, stretching across decades. And maybe that is why the story still survives. Because it never gives closure, only distance, only questions, only sky.